Good morning. This is Cab 7 here on YouTube. And this is going to be a short live stream. And it's simply dedicated to a longtime friend of mine here on YouTube, a creator. Some people may recognize the name as Life with Laura Michels. Wow. I can simply say that Laura and I always had a positive history. Such a good person. Oh my goodness. I remember the first time she got excited about fatwood over in the bushcrafting community many years ago. It's where I started out at. Seamstress, how you doing? Good morning, girl. Um, and a good friend of hers, Salisa Shell. God, I won't forget her either. uh, the times that they would connect with each other was always entertainment. It was guaranteed. Oh my goodness. And I remember when Laura got her first fatwood. Oh my goodness, the excitement. It was like holding on to a piece of gold. But knowing what that piece of fatwood could do, that the resin in it could start a fire. It could bring a light, it could bring a heat, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, good morning, Herman. Good morning. Nina, good morning. So I slowly got to know life with Laura Michels. Oh my goodness, what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Probably close to 6 years ago now. Been a long time, long, long time. In memory of Laura Michels. Thank you, Herman. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Lady Swan, good morning. So this took me by surprise. I found out from about 5 different people this morning that she had passed away. I didn't expect to hear that so soon. I didn't, because I was always holding out that a donor would come along with 2 good kidneys and to put life with Laura Michels back on the road again, to live in that normal, I suppose, what you would call a normal life. Don't think that it wasn't on her mind every day, day in, day out, hoping for a donor to come along. But you know what? Laura was a very strong person, very strong willed, no doubt about it. She even inspired me many times. She was one of those type of people that she's not into crybabies, people that whine about things in their life, how bad their lives are, right? Pull up your panties, pull up your underwear, right? And be a big person now. It's time to be a big person. You have nothing to whine about. Be thankful for the life that you got. Laura's survivability always depended on a dialysis machine every other day of her life, whether she liked it or not. And there were times that she certainly wasn't in the mood or she wasn't feeling good, but she knew that she needed to connect with that machine if she was going to live another day. If you can only imagine, if you can only imagine. Herman, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I can do that. I can do that, Herman. I can do that, brother. Eli family, good morning. Good morning. So I wanted to put this live stream out there as a memory to my longtime friend. Now I know that in the last year, our connection, Laura's and mine, were very little, very little. I kind of moved on to a platform called D Live, right? That kind of consumed my life. And for some people, um, my contact was very little. It wasn't just with Laura, it was with many people actually, because I was so focused. And time seems to slip away and things happen that we regret. And I do regret that I didn't keep in closer contact with Laura. But I certainly will not regret the time that we did have together. The many times that she was up on my panels, hanging out, being the Laura that I knew, always inspirational, always big shoulders, always trying to be positive, right? Lifting people up. Damn, she knew how to do it well. I'll never forget the time that she was on my panel and she was swatted. And I always blamed it on myself because it was me, because I had certain enemies out there that didn't like me. And they knew that it would get me in the heart if these people went after my friends. And it did. And when I saw that video of her in her driveway and the cops down at the end of the driveway telling her to put down her phone, turn around and walk backwards, I couldn't believe it. This woman who had so much on her plate. How could it happen to her? How could it happen to her? But she powered through it. She did. She did. And she recovered quite quickly. I was like, damn, girl, you a tough bitch. You a tough bitch. And she was. She was. And she carried on with her life. My goodness. She told me not to worry about it. It wasn't my fault. And she tried to reassure me and she tried comforting me. And even through all of that, I will probably, until the day I die, always blame myself. Try to protect your friends the best way that you can. Tony the Rock fans, electronic media, thank you for being here. Laura was a very easy person to get along with, very friendly, and definitely straight to the point. No bullshit. No bullshit. And those are the kind of friends I like to surround myself with. No bullshit. She even put me in my place a few times, and I needed it. She kicked my ass. She kicked my ass. I love you, Cab. I love you. But you need to straighten out your act. You need to straighten out your act. You need to stand up to the plate. Not too many people are willing to come up to me and say that. But she was. And I admired her for that. Whew. Let me tell you, you could not ask for a better friend. You could not ask for a better friend. When it came to honesty, she was on point. She didn't hide nothing from you. When she had a thought on her mind, she shared it with you, right? She let you know her thoughts and her feelings and her emotions. She did. She was dealing with a lot at home with her kids, her daughters. Wasn't the easiest life at home. Her daughter came up on the panel and shared her story of her life. I won't ever forget it. Oh. And so I got to know a little bit about one of Laura's daughters. I still have that live stream somewhere among the 1,400 videos plus that I have. She's somewhere among them out there. I used to do a stream called I Want to Hear Your Inspirational Story. In life with Laura Michels raised her hand. She wanted to be one of those people that would come up on my panel and tell her inspirational story. She sure did. Still got that live stream too. And she shared her story and all the struggles that she went through. But she didn't focus on the struggles. She focused on the accomplishments. She focused on being thankful for her life and her family and her friends. She was always there to support people when it came to fundraising. She was always there to cheer people on. When she made a commitment, she stuck to it, unless her health got in the way. And many times it did. And she would feel bad that she couldn't be a part of something that was happening here in our YouTube community. And would simply say, "It's okay, Laura. We get it. We understand. It's okay, girl." California. The title of this is In Memory of My Friend Life with Laura Michels on YouTube. She passed away yesterday. She was a creator here on YouTube, a longtime friend of mine. Not just a longtime friend of mine, but to many people. Huh. Electronic mediums of life, electronic medium life is paranormal. So, dear Lord, we thank you for sharing Miss Laura with us here in our world. No more dialysis for Laura in your world. Jesus, tell Miss Laura we will see all her soon with you in heaven. Electronic medium, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And that's the truth. Mel, how you doing, girl? Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I've been on YouTube for almost 8 years. November will be 8 years. Oh my goodness. And you know, you don't think about these times that is it possible maybe someone might pass away. You don't think about that because you're so focused on being a creator. And then you got your life outside of YouTube, right? It's so there's your life is constant, right? On a roll. And then one day, suddenly, you're faced with the news that someone just passed away, someone that you knew, someone that happened to be a friend. And then there's those sudden thoughts of why didn't I spend more time with that person? I didn't spend time. And if I could do it all over again, I would have spent more time with her. Laura, I know you can hear me, girl. I know you're out there, and I know that you're watching this live stream. I got something I want to share with you, girl. And what I'm about to do, you remember this all too well because I've done it many times over the years. And this time, this song is for you and you alone. Okay? Okay? And forgive me as I stumble through it. You ready? I know you're told me to pull up my big boy pants and I can make it through this. I know you're saying that right now. I know you are. Come on, Ben. You can do it. You are my sunshine. My only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Hey, Laura, I made it through. But can I ask you a favor, girl? Will you do something with me? May I ask you for this dance? Come on. Come on, Laura. Right here. Right here. Come on. Come on. Hey, hold on a second. Hold on, Laura. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Huh? Come on, right here. I'm holding you, girl. I'm holding you. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. The skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Whew. Oh my goodness. Get it together, Ben. Come on, get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Oh my goodness. Woo. You know, for the people that remember my channel when I was a regular here on YouTube a few years back, I would do that song for people. And I would tell people out in the audience, I said, come on, Come on, get up, get off those couches, get out of that bed. Come on, let's dance. Come on, let's dance. And you would look out in the chat and you would see dancing emojis and you'd see hearts and you'd see hugs. And it was the most beautiful sight to see. Each live stream that I would do that, it became a regular thing. And so Laura knew about this. Matter of fact, I think there was a stream that I had her up on the panel, and she actually got up and she actually danced herself right in her living room. Pretty cool. Hey. I've got some friends out here I want to bring up on the panel if they would like to come up and share. I want you to be a part of this live stream video because y'all know I don't take down my videos, okay? And I know that June Gall has been a very dear friend with Laura Michels. I know that Herman the Great was a very good friend also of Laura. June Gall was um, pretty much the via satellite to all of us, right? If we didn't know what was going on with Laura because she was in the hospital, June Gall would be right there and she would come with the most recent and up-to-date news, right? And there's videos, you can see the videos that she posted, many of them. And I got to tell right here, right now, I'm looking right at you, June. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us up to date. Thank you so much. And I know that Laura was certainly thankful for what you do, what you did keeping us, the community, up to date with her. Thank you. Tony the Rock Fam, Ninja Warrior, good to have you here. We got scuffed. Rick James, how are you doing? Life is too short, so make the best of it. Bob Marley, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So I want to take this opportunity now. If some people want to come up on the panel that knew June, I wish we had more people here because look at me, I'm doing this at what 4:44 in the morning. Like there's going to be a lot of people up. But I just felt it right. I just felt it right. I needed to do this now, right? I needed to do this live stream now. So if there's anyone out in the chat, if you'd like to come up, um, just let me know out in the chat. Say, Cab, bring me up. Send me a link, okay? And I'll be more than happy to send you a link so you can share your story, how you remembered Laura, okay? And this is just my thought and my belief. She's right here with us right now. And so she's watching every bit of this and hearing every bit of it. So if you'd like to come up, just say out in the chat, hey, Cap, bring me up. I want to come up. I want to share my story. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. I can't believe I made it through that song. I cannot believe I made it through that song. And you know what I think? I think Laura was giving me that, you can do it, Cab. Because otherwise, there's no way I could have did that. There is no, I'm a big freaking baby and everyone knows it. There's no way I could have did that on my own. June says Laura's last smile and her words, hello, beautiful lady, on Thursday will forever be with me. You're blessed to have that memory, June. You're blessed to have that memory. I really missed you, man. Love you so much. And I'm here to lift you all up. Thank you, Ninja Warrior. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, Clyde, hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, I just jumped in because your link came up and my friend said to click on it. His name is Chris, and he says, you seem like the sweetest old dude. I told him he's spot on about that. Oh, brother. Another longtime friend of mine, Clyde, out there in the chat. I hope you're doing well, man. God dang. I feel like I've known you for 25 years. I remember the old times. Oh, my goodness. Damn. Adventures with Beth. Give me a hug, girl. Come here. Come here, Beth. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah, thank you. So, if you all haven't figured it out, this live stream is in memory of our friend, Life of Laura Michels, who passed away yesterday, known as a creator here on YouTube. And so, this is just simply all dedicated to her early, early in the morning here on the East Coast. Yeah. Hey, I'm not used to schedules, okay, and I'm not used to structure, so I do things when I want to, right? Spur of the moment kind of thing. That's me. Mm. He said that if you ever come to Canada, he wants a hug. I told him he'd have to wait in line. Oh, hey, I like a bro hug. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I've had the opportunity to hug 55 YouTubers. 55 YouTubers I've met. Oh my goodness. I have been blessed to meet so many people from around the country, from Canada, Ontario, Quebec, Wisconsin, all the way over to New York City, from New York City all the way down to Northwest Georgia, over to West Virginia, Tennessee. I have been to so many states to meet so many YouTubers. I have been blessed, no doubt about it. So many people from so many backgrounds to be able to sit at their tables and break bread together, to be able to laugh together, right? And to be able to enjoy each other's company. There's nothing better than that. Lady Swan knows what I'm talking about. I got to meet her in Ghost Mafia a couple times. Oh, yeah. They got their hugs. Oh, man. Oh, man. Clyde, much love to you, brother. Much love to you. Also a part of my history. Clyde's a part of my history. He met me a long time ago, from the old days. Ninja Warrior said, I'm sorry I've been away so long, brother. Ben from Cab 7. I knew my brother needed me, and I'm here tonight. So happy to be back in Cab 7. Ninja Warrior, hey, that's cool. Listen, bro. People come and go, right? People come and go. We all got lives to live. You know, when that person goes, you'd hope that maybe one day, your paths would cross again, right? You just never know. And when it does happen, you take that opportunity, you hold on to that person, don't let them go. Hey, Don't ever leave me like that again. You don't let him go. Just let them know that you simply care about them, that you love them. A friendship doesn't mean that you're going to be talking on the phone every day with each other, right? And everyone knows that out in this chat right now. It does not mean that we're going to be talking every day. It does not mean we're going to get into Google Hangouts and bullshit with each other every week. No, sirree. A month might pass by, 6 months might pass by, maybe even a year. Matter of fact, yesterday when I was doing a live stream, there was a friend who popped into my live stream I hadn't seen in just over a year. And I picked up from where I left off with that friend of mine, Frozen Fury, if any of you know him. And it was so good to see him. Put a smile on my heart. But that's what I'm talking about. We may not see each other every day, every week, or every month. But when you do, make the most of it, okay? And let that person know that you still care about them and that you love them. Life is too damn short, and tomorrow certainly isn't promised. Group hug, hell yeah. Electronic medium, you know what I'm talking about. Group hug. Hell yeah, man. Damn, I'm all for that. Well, I didn't see anyone that wanted to come up. I don't know what happened to Herman. Herman was here, but he left. So June was here, but she left too. Oh, they didn't stay very long, but they were more than welcome to come up. They were more than welcome to come up on the stream and share their thoughts about Laura. Listen, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to share this. The video I'm about to share is life with Laura Michels that I remember and how I choose to remember her. I don't want to remember her when she was ill in the hospital. Okay. That's not how I want to remember her. I want to remember her this way in the video that you're about to see.
Hi, I live in the great state of Michigan, a little town of Langsburg. I just wanted to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me. I am a mother of two. My children are grown. I have a wonderful husband. I have two fur babies. Ozzy is a Mastiff. Lakota is a German Rottie. Love them all very much. I enjoy camping. A little hiking. I don't do a lot of it only because I do peritoneal dialysis. I'm in end stage renal failure. Hopefully, I'm on the transplant list, but nothing's come totally through yet. A few things. Few people tried and failed, so. But that's okay. You know what? I take it as it comes. Life is good no matter how sick or how healthy you are. You have to take each and every day as it could be your last. So I don't cry about it. Um, it is what it is. So now on to much more fun things. Um, when I was younger and healthier, oh my gosh, used to go on ATVs, just all kinds of things. But now, um, go out to the lake, like to go swimming. I can't swim right now, but I used to like to go swimming. Oh, love to go horseback riding, but if I'm full of dialysis solution, I can't do much of anything but sit. So that's why I decided to try YouTubing. So, if you like what you've seen so far, I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews on some flashlights and a tent that I bought um, and a cot. So stay tuned for those. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love positive people. Even and if you have to leave something negative, that's okay. I'm a big girl. I got broad shoulders.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me know what you think. All right. Well, everyone have a wonderful weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Bye.
That's how I want to remember life with Laura Michels, because that's the way she was. That's the way she was. Yeah. Oh, man. Uh, June, if you want to come up, I'd love to have you come up and share your thoughts and feelings. You want to come up? Just let me know out in the chat, okay? I want you to be a part of this video as a memorial and as a memory. Okay. If you can't, I can understand. Okay. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. But if you want to, hey, the door's open right now. Okay. Yeah, she was a tough woman. Okay. She was a tough old bird. She even said that herself. She was a tough old bird. And she was, no doubt about it. Oh my goodness. When you remember people at a memorial, you try to remember all the good thoughts, all the good times that you had, right? The funny memories that you had. Oh my goodness. We try not to talk about the sad times, but it is a part of the journey, right? It is a part of the journey. It's the good times and the bad times that form our friendship, right? That form our friendship. I want to thank the people that are here right now. Um, I know that not every single one of you knew of Laura Michels, okay? But I'm glad that you're here to show some love and support. Cab, your stream from 10/2/19. It was the end of life testimonies stream. Laura talks about what she experienced when she watched her aunt take her last breath and her dad's passed. Oh, that was a tough one. Yes, I remember that. Oh my goodness, that was tough. I I I don't know how many times I had Laura up on my panels to share her stories. There are a lot of times that she would just private message me, say, "Can I come up? Can I come up?" Yeah, come on up. Your family, come on up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Mm. I wish I had half the strength. I wish I had half the strength that woman had. Oh my Lord. When she fell down, she got right back up and she didn't need no help. I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. If I need help, I'll ask her help. Man, oh man. Michelle, good morning. How are you? Blessings, blessings. You know, it's worth mentioning more than once, and I'm going to say it again now. If it weren't for June Gall, none of us, well, almost none of us would have known what was going on with Laura, with her time in the hospital, which seemed to be so often and too often, right? Because of all the health issues that she was having. But if it weren't for June, a lot of us wouldn't have known what was going on with Laura. So we got to give big thanks to June Gall out there. June Gall became a very close friend with Laura. They were like sisters, I suppose. So to you, June. Yeah, you. I'm looking right at you, girl. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Well, Michelle, for for the stream that I'm doing a memorial for a friend I just lost yesterday, a creator here on YouTube. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Yeah, I was shocked. I had several messages this morning waiting for me, and I'm going, "What the heck? Did you hear that life of Laura Michels passed away?" It's like, what? What? No, I did not know this. Did not know. Dave, you want to come up and share? You want to come up and be a part of this memorial video, Dave? I'd love to have you come up because you knew her. You knew her. Laura was always kind to me. I was on panels with her usually on your streams. That's right. Dave, I'll send you a link if you want to come up and share. I don't want to be the only one on this video. If anyone else wants to come up, if you knew her, come on, be a part of this video. Okay? In memory of her. I'm going to send Dave a link right away. There you go. June, I sent you a link as well. All right. So I sent a link off to June Gall. I sent one off to Green Bay Wacky. If either one of you want to come up, all right? It's up to you. Okay, Dave said that he's willing to come up, so that's cool. That's cool. Listen, if you could all do me a favor and share out this live stream, I realize a lot of people aren't out there sleeping. Okay, but if you could do me the favor of sharing this out, because some people don't know this news. Okay, they don't know that Laura had passed on. So if we can get the word out there, the more people to know, the better, right? And maybe they can come up on my stream here and maybe share their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions. All right. Seamstress, it's so good to see you, girl. There's three of us, matter of fact, that went out a part of the June Gall Walk for Life, or right here, right now. The Seamstress, Green Bay Wacky, myself, that's three of us, and then, of course, June Gall. Um, I'll never forget that. The journey halfway across America to Kansas to meet up with June Gall for the first time. I'll never forget that experience. Never. Oh my goodness. Oh, we had a good time. We all had a good time out there. And the donuts were fantastic. The donuts were fantastic. I will never forget the donuts at June Gall's. We ordered a mess of donuts. Oh my God. Me sleeping in my truck in June Gall's driveway. Green Bay Wacky waking my ass up. Knock, knock, knock on the side of my truck. Oh my goodness. Memories. Seamstress giving out those hugs freely. The girl knows how to give a hug. Good memories. Good memories. I won't forget it either. And I was only there virtually, he says. Adventures with Beth. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching via YouTube, right? When because we did that we did a live stream. June did a live stream to catch that all live as we walked through town. Ghost and I always said next time we were in MI, we were going to meet up with Laura. Sadly, that never happened. MI, Michigan. Yeah. And I was supposed to meet up with her too. You know, there were many times that I could have went and I didn't. I just didn't. It's like, oh, I'm in the mood for a road trip. No, I'm not in the mood for a road trip. Oh, I'm in the mood for a road trip. Oh, no, I'm not in the mood for a road trip. Yeah. But I can still count my blessings because just having her up on the panel the many times that she came up was the next best thing to actually being right there with her. Oh, my goodness. Ninja says, I would love to meet you, Cab 7. Big hugs waiting for you. Sounds good to me. I love meeting up with people. I do. I love meeting up with people. Haven't been back home in a few years. You know, and a lot of us are in that position, right? Um, where we say, damn, we need to get back home. We need to see mom and dad. We need to see the grandparents. We need to see the aunts and uncles, the brothers and the sisters. We need to do this. We need to do this. It's been a while, right? And then time slips by, and it is during that time that slips by that some of these people pass on. And all we can do is regret that we just didn't do what we really needed to do, right? Mm. CDN Taylor made production. Good to see you. Marga, good to see you. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we got Green Bay Wacky up here, Dave.
Hey, Cab.
Glad to have you up here, man. So, dude, here's your opportunity. I mean, you knew Laura. What
Oh
do you
yeah,
got to say, man? What do you got to say?
it's just I'm getting attacked by Ozzy the Attack Husky. I did do a lot of panels with Laura, mainly on your channel. A lot of times we need to have those topics.
Yeah.
And she was always kind to me. She was always positive. I always remember we were always like, we'd talk privately and we're like, this woman needs I think she needed like a kidney transplant or something.
Yeah.
And she just kind of went about her business. I got about 6 messages tonight. It was kind of interesting. Zara just messaged me. Did you know that Laura passed away? And I was just saying to her, I said, a cab, maybe I'll suggest to him that he does a live stream in memory of her because she was on your panel a lot more than
Yeah.
mine. And I looked over and I suggested and saw you were live, remembering Laura Michels.
Wow.
Literally, I was talking to Zara and I said, wait a minute, because I told her I was going to suggest to you to do a memorial,
Yeah.
but you had already. It's you know, it. I was actually, before like being here now, I just went for a late night motorcycle ride. I was just cruising around, just by myself, no kids or anything, and I was just talking to God, just about kind of that thing that life is so short.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost Donna Shaw recently.
That I was shocked.
We there's other YouTubers that passed away that I got messages that I wasn't quite as familiar with, but other
Right.
people were. I just I don't know what to say. It's sad. She was a sweet lady. She's a sweet lady. Made
And
me
you know,
laugh.
even though that she went through all the things that she was going through, she was still strong. I mean, that video was proof. You know, there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days, but you just got to keep living your life. And that's the kind of woman she came across as is, you know, there's no time to be sad for things. You got to be happy, keep moving on with your life. That's just the way she was.
Did she I never really asked, did she have any? Oh, let's play with that toy later, Ozzy. Sorry.
Oh God.
That's his favorite toy. And I, not to make light of, it's just this one's the loud one. So let's hold on to that for a little bit, Ozzy. Hello, Michelle K, by the way. Easier than typing. When did you start this stream? I didn't even look.
It looks
46 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind about Laura?
No, I've already shared it.
Yeah.
I did a live stream over at D Live, and I shared a little bit over there, and I said, you know what? I said, not too many people over here at D Live know Life with Laura Michels, but a lot more knew her over at YouTube. So I said, I'm going to end this stream, and we're just going to start one over at YouTube. Come on over if you want to. So that's what happened.
That's the thing. She was really more here on YouTube, really.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, she knew of D Live, and she has a channel over at D Live, matter of fact, and she was able to do a couple things over there, but she more of a YouTube thing. Sassy Redhead, so good to see you.
Hey, Sassy. I'm trying to, it's funny when someone passes away like that. Now I'm kind of searching through my mind for the memories of the times. I'm trying to remember. I think we even maybe did some fundraising for Laura.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
I'm kind of just backtracking in my mind, even the bad times. I remember the whole, someone called the SWAT thing on Laura.
Yeah.
That one night.
Yes.
And we were all like, on Laura? Really?
Out of all people, why her?
And she took that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yep,
she did.
So I'm just trying to kind of search back through my memories of Laura,
Much love there, Lady Swan. Thanks for dropping in and hanging out and showing some love. I appreciate that. Okay. You take care, my friend.
What have the people in the chat been saying? They remember Laura, or?
Some of the people, but I don't think too many people here knew her that well. They might have known of the channel name. I don't know if they knew her that well. Now, June Gall, of course, knew her very well. Was very close friends with her. So,
is June out in the chat? I didn't.
June was out in the chat, but she said she's having a tough time with this, and hey, I get it. I totally get it. So she was able to talk to her Thursday uh, for the last time.
June actually talked to her before she passed away.
I think that's what she said in the chat. Yeah, I think that's what she said. I don't think I can go up far enough to see that. Let's see. Oh, Laura's last smile and her words, "Hello, beautiful lady," on Thursday will forever be with me.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Melissa Moran, how are you doing this morning as your journey begins and you walk side by side with our Lord? You now rest in peace. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you.
I remember her being on a lot of your panels discussing a lot of topics.
And that she enjoyed that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She did. She'd message me privately, say, "Can I come up?" It's like, yeah, of course. Of course.
I remember talking to her privately a few times. If I search through some of my Twitter stuff and my hangouts, I might actually have some rooms with Laura. I remember we talked a few times.
Yeah. And this is another reason why I don't take down any of my videos, none of my live streams, because from time to time I like to go back in history and just rekindle, right, on on topics and people. And I'm just that kind of person. I like memories. I like memories. I mean, I look at myself, when I first did my first video, I'm going, God dang, that guy's skinny and he's young. What the hell happened? Oh. Oh my goodness.
It is the harder thing about getting older. I mean, people just passing away,
Yeah, it is.
We've
It
had
is.
that talk 100 times,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Well, we talked, and all of us realize that we're going to be closer to some people than we are the others here on social media. That's just the fact of things. Okay. And I remember striking up a couple of conversations with Dave and Lulu Love You and with Fireman CV and with Megan. And I said, it's hard enough when people pass away on YouTube. And it hurts. It does. It hurts. But I ain't looking forward to the day that one of us, in our tight group would leave an empty chair. That would just rip me apart.
I think about that all the time with my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife,
It isn't out of the ordinary. How many times have I heard over my 57 years of life, going to many funerals that I have? How many times have the parents said, my child wasn't supposed to die before me? Right? I've been to a lot of child funerals, and it is most difficult, probably the most difficult funeral that you can go to when a parent loses their child, because it is something you will never recover from, ever, ever. So, yeah.
Every time I hear about someone lost from our community, I just think about more so the past, just all the stupid arguing and squabbling and,
Yeah.
all this stuff, like everything's going to go on forever. And then something like this happens and you realize, I mean, you're the one that coined the phrase, tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have some clips we can show of her? I showed a clip, Melissa. But I know that Lady Swan, are you still out there? Can you tell me what, if you're still out there, can you tell me what video that was? Can you put a link out there for that particular video where she was talking about her mom? Because I'd like to play that clip. See, my problem with a lot of the live streams that I did, I didn't put the people's
I know.
channel
I
names
actually
in the
searched my own.
description.
Before I came up here, I even searched my own channel because I know she came up a few times, even on my panel. And I
Yeah,
was same deal. I didn't break it down to who was on that stream.
exactly. Exactly.
I don't know if you put her in your. Did you already search your videos for Laura?
10/2/19 on my phone now. Okay. So October 2nd
Oh.
of 2019.
Oh yeah, you got Cab 7 starring Life with Laura Michels.
Oh,
I've got a link to that.
okay.
Yeah, I went to your videos. You could do this too, but I
Can
didn't.
you give me a link in the Hangout?
Yeah, I went to your videos and searched the name Laura.
Oh, okay.
So here's one.
Okay.
I'll give you the link in the Hangouts. She must be on it because you put her name in the title.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one right here.
Okay.
Let me see if I find any other ones here.
Well, good morning. It is the God, I look older. I'm looking at myself now and I'm looking back then, 2018. I'm going, God dang, what happened to me? Oh,
That's the only one that came up with her name in your videos, but
okay.
I'll keep looking around. That doesn't mean that's the only one.
Laura, I'm going to leave it up to you to share your story exactly. I'm looking at the people in the chat on that particular live stream back in 2018. You know, a lot of those people aren't even around anymore. Wow. Wow. Well, check this out, people. Check this out. Hmm. Story. And I said, oh, heck yeah, we're going to do this because there are people out there that might be going through the same thing. They're waiting for that donor to come along to give a person a second chance in life. So this is going to be hopefully speaking to those people. Hopefully there'll be some people in here that can relate to Laura Michels. And for those that have friends or relatives that might be in the same medical situation, Laura Michels will fill you in on her what her life is
Went
like.
to the wrong tab.
Day of the week. I did. I'm sorry. And Laura, I'm going to leave it up to you. Where'd it go? To share your story exactly. What is the condition that you have? And I guess we can build on that. Thank you, Zachary Turtle Slayer. Thank you. Good morning, Emery. Can you hear me, Laura?
Yeah, Ben, I can.
Okay.
What I have is kidney failure due to the complications of diabetes. Yeah.
Oh. I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Just give Laura just a couple seconds.
Hold on, Ben.
Okay. In the meantime, I hope that everyone's having an awesome day today. You know, like I always say, I wake up and the first thing I say is, wow, thank you for another day. And it is. It's another great day. Uh, and it's icing on the cake that I could have Life with Laura Michels. She'll come back. Life with Laura Michels here to share her story. She needs a kidney transplant, and the reason why is because of diabetes. Sassy, you have yourself a good night, okay? Thanks for hanging out and being a part of this live stream. I really do appreciate that. Much love to you, girl. Diabetes associated medical issues. We know one person also that's had this transplant, and that was Lisa Shell. And we watched her wait for that donor to come in, and that day did happen. And she took us to the hospital with her, and she said she would be back after the operation. She sure was. And she got her new kidney. And that's been quite some time ago. And her life is so much better now. And I'm so happy for her. She's living her life. She got that second chance. I won't forget that. Lisa Shell was also a friend of mine back in the day when I first started YouTube. And it was something else that she also needed a kidney transplant. And so Laura and her became quite good friends based on that commonality. And they became very close. And Lisa Shell did get that transplant. And wow, what a difference it made in her life. And I was thinking, about Laura. It's like, oh damn, I hope one day the same thing can happen to her. And it didn't. She didn't. It didn't happen. It didn't. But I know that she always felt so good for Shalisa getting that second chance in life. Mel Nelson, I have to go make dinner, Cab. Love you. And thank you for always being there for people. We appreciate it. Fly high, Laura. Mel, love you, girl. Thanks for dropping in, hanging out, and showing your love and support. Jeanette Pickering, welcome. And Denise Florilla, welcome. Dark Matter and Lee Shahan, Lovely Kid Japan, Alice Sajima, welcome. All those names. Oh
Alicia
my
Paris,
God.
rock fan. Thank
What
you.
I was just thinking.
Wow.
Hello, Cab 7. Well, you're certainly welcome. Lulu, love you. Welcome, my friend. My sis. Roadside Dan, I'm not monetized. Shut me down. Don't care. Whoa. I don't know what that's all about. But welcome, Dan. I'm glad you're here. Dylan's Woodworks. My wife heard and song you cried of joy. Beautiful song, my friend. It is. It's a wonderful song. Fireman CV in the chat. Oh, we got Journey to a Healthier
Not here, but on the video.
I know.
Fireman CV.
Oh, wow.
Who else do we got? Plants Time. Welcome.
Thank you, Mel. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you so much.
And Chinaberry 420, both. Welcome.
Much love to you, Mel.
Laura's trying to get her set up here. Charlene, Indiana Fishing and Gambling. Welcome. Dropping my love to your channel. I appreciate that. Sylviana Farmer Chick, my friend from up in Canada, also known as the daughter of Gators World. Welcome, my friend.
Oh, my
Strange
goodness.
Destiny, welcome. Nathaniel's Adventures, good to have you here.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, I think I got everyone. Marie Kaplinger, if you're still here, welcome. And Catherine, welcome.
Okay, let's get to the part where she gets back on panel. Here we go.
What happened was I developed shingles, and from the shingles, my health just kept going down.
Beth, you were there under your old name. Wow.
So, okay, I'm talking, and then I'm hearing myself. So sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be frustrating to hear your own echo. Yeah, I know what that's like. I don't know how to fix that problem.
I don't
Um,
either.
the only
Can
thing I
we
can
like?
think the only thing I can think of is you leave the room and then come back in. We'll try that
Yeah,
again.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I kind of remember she wasn't totally into tech, you know.
Yeah, so both of us were in the same boat.
You two were tailor
Sounds
made.
good. Blind
I'm back.
leading the
All
blind. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. Normally, we don't have this kind of problem. Um, but Laurel, that's all right. That's all right.
I'm new to this. So, how's everybody doing today?
Everyone, it looks like everyone was looking forward to this. We
All right,
got 21
excellent.
people watching right
When
now.
was
Laura?
this? 2018?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah,
So,
2008.
diabetes is what
No.
caused
Yeah,
my
2018. Yeah.
No, 18.
kidney
Yeah.
failure. And it was
Wow.
uncontrolled. I
This
was
is
one of
over
those
like
people
3 years
that
ago.
Yeah.
was told they had diabetes at the age of 42, and it's like, no, not me.
Three and a half years ago.
Even though my entire family has diabetes of one form or another, either high or low. I got stuck with high sugars. Was diagnosed with diabetes. Let it go uncontrolled for many years. And this is what happens. Diabetes is a debilitating disease. It will affect each and every one of your organs in one form or another. My diabetes has affected my eyes. I have diabetic retinopathy. That means after dark, I can't drive because
Right.
I can't see real well. When it's snowing and the roads are covered, I can't drive because I can't distinguish the road from the side of the field.
Right.
So it's limited a lot of things. This past year, um, the the kidney transplant is on hold right now because I have my injection fraction.
Dave, I have this live stream up that we're on, and of course one with Life with Laura Michels. And I'm looking at the chat over at Life with Laura Michels, and I'm almost ready to start saying hi to the people out in the chat. I gotta remember that. No,
I've got them side by side.
yeah.
Right on my heart at one
Dave,
point when I was
much
still
love to
doing
you,
the
brother. Thank
peritoneal
you for being
dialysis.
here. Good morning.
That form of my dialysis stopped working, and that started back in August. So it seemed like every other week I was going into the hospital because I was considered in congestive heart failure because of overload from the fluid in my body. So the poisons and the toxins that your kidneys and people that don't have kidney failure, your bodies flush all the ickies out of your body. Mine and people with kidney failure cannot. Their kidneys just no longer function. All those little filters that they have inside of your kidney, they just lay there. And so you have to have either the hemodialysis, which is what I do.
Now, Laura was very educational, and she knew how to bring across education across the table to the viewer. She was so good at that, so good. And I was so thankful that she would get up on the panel and share her story because there were a couple people that could relate. They had a relative or they had a friend that was going through dialysis, right? And they wanted to know what to expect. And Laura, was there to answer, what she was going through. She would be able to answer these questions to the people that were curious. So thank goodness for her education.
Now, which is where you go in, and I have this port thingy right here, and it's into my neck, and it goes directly into my heart.
Right.
I have to be very, very careful on dust, dander, dirt. It has to stay clean, because that can instantly kill me if I get an infection.
Exactly.
That's just life or death. That's just the way it is.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place because I mean, just so many things have happened. So anyway, so the reason my transplant is on hold is because my ejection fraction rate is too low for them to do any type of surgery that there wouldn't be a major, setback. I mean, your heart has to beat so often and so hard for you to come through a surgery. I
Right.
mean, that's why they do all these tests.
Right.
So now that I'm on hemodialysis, so I feel much better. I have energy. I can go for hours. Yes, I can still get tired. Don't get me wrong. I do, but I can go longer stretches now. So I believe my ejection fraction rate hopefully is getting better. If it gets better, then they will be able to put me back on the transplant list.
Okay. So what's the process? How long do you think that's going to take?
It
I mean,
depends on, well, it takes 5 years in the state of Michigan, and each state is different. In the state of Michigan, people that are on the transplant, that get on the transplant list, is usual wait time is 5 years. Now, in the great state of Ohio, which is just south of us, the wait time is a year and a half.
oh wow.
Why is that different? Because people in Ohio are donators. They donate for organs at a higher rate than, I know that doesn't sound right, but more people are on the donors list in Ohio than they are, say, in Michigan or Illinois or, Pennsylvania. I mean, Pennsylvania could only be, a 6-month waiting period. Like I said, it all depends on the state and the amount of donators you have in that state, organ donors.
So you can't get a donation from another state?
Nope.
No kidding. Wow, that's really surprising.
And you cannot, like, they give you a list. There's a list of hospitals that do transplants in each and every state. I've chosen Henry Ford Hospital in Detroit, Michigan. There's one in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and there's one in Ann Arbor, which is the University of Michigan Hospital.
Right.
So I've chosen Henry Ford. So if the U of M comes up with a kidney that is my match, tough luck, Laura.
Wow.
If you're not registered in that hospital, from what I understand, you cannot, you're just, it has to be donated. You can do a living donor, like you have a kidney and I have a kidney, and each, say a loved one needs a kidney.
Right.
They have a swap, like you give my kidney to whoever needs it, and you give your kidney to whoever needs it, and you do it that way.
Right. Now, how do they do that test? Is it just a mere blood test?
It's a blood test, and then once you're a match, and you'll know within a week after you're tested, then you have to go through all these other tests. Like you have to go see their doctors, the transplant doctors. You have to go see your own family doctor. My Medicare covers all of your expenses.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I have 6 siblings that are alive.
Right.
One sister is a match, but she has her own health concerns.
Okay.
The other sisters are not matches. And I have 3 brothers. One is deceased. And then the other 2, they could be matches, but because they have underlying health issues, blood disorders, they can't donate.
Wow.
Donations, I can have 100 people go and get checked out to see if we're a match.
Right.
And out of that, maybe, just maybe, 5 people would be a match.
Dave, I'll be
And
right
out
back,
of that
Dave. Okay.
5, if
I'm
I'm
here.
lucky,
Okay. Thank you.
maybe with all the health concerns and things that they have to go through, that will depend on if I get lucky and get one person that out of that 100.
Wow, that's the odds are very, very slim.
They are, and the reason for that is because if you have high blood pressure, if you have certain cancers, if you have diabetes yourself, you are not a candidate to donate an organ, at least not a
So
kidney.
actually, it seems like it's you've got to be in excellent health, and have absolutely no health problems whatsoever. I
Very
mean,
few,
not
very few.
yeah,
Yeah, and you can't be a smoker. Well, you can, but you're not supposed to smoke for. You have to stop at least 3 months prior to that person. Once I ask you, so okay, Ben, hey, can you stop smoking and for a few months and see if you can't be a donor?
right.
That's the only way that I know of that you can become a donor.
Right.
Now, if you're not a match, then go back to smoking again. But you have to give it up for at least 3 months.
Now, let me ask you something. I don't know if you know this because you haven't gotten that donation yet, but can you be a smoker? Because I think you're a former smoker, aren't you?
I'm a former smoker. I don't
Okay.
smoke now, though.
Okay.
And the reason I don't smoke now is because, from what I've been told from my doctors and people, is that your kidneys, smoking affects your kidneys along with your lungs. So I'm damaging my kidneys. I was damaging my kidneys when I was a smoker, and I didn't even realize it.
How about vaping?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know of anybody that does it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There are people it's the dialysis center I go to.
Yeah.
When I walk in those doors, there's people that are standing off the side of the outside hitting that cigarette.
Wow. Wow.
And my theory is this: I will do what I want with my body.
Yep.
Don't just downgrade me, and I won't. I will show you the same respect.
Right. Exactly.
Like you
No,
say.
I agree. I agree with her so much, and I've said that so many times. And I'll use an example of the COVID shot. Okay, I've said that whoever wants to do that, whoever wants to get the shot, you do what you want. Okay, if you want to wear a mask, you wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask. If you don't want a shot, don't get a shot. Right? It's your body. You do with your body what you want to. And Laura and me both looked at it the same way. Right? We didn't think any differently on that. And I'm very adamant about that. I will not judge a person what they do with their own body, right? You do with what you need to do, what you want to do, period. And respect the same for me.
Laura.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just watching this, just remembering she was always just so matter of factly about it. She wasn't like,
Yeah,
crying all the time,
exactly.
dying. She was just rolling with the punches all
Yep.
the time,
That exactly. That's what made her such an inspiration.
I mean, she was just even, through the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kind of remembering that quality about her right now as I'm kind of remembering this.
And every time she come up on the panel, she was that same way. It was like, and she even said it herself. You can choose to be sad and be miserable all you want, knowing that you might have a disease or an illness. And she said, I don't choose to live that way. I'm going to try to be as positive as I can. And she was such a great inspiration. such a very strong woman. And I'm very blessed to have had her as my friend. Oh my goodness. I
Well,
wish I had half the strength that she did, Dave.
well, I was always able to relate to the diabetes thing with her. My wife being type 2, my mom was diabetic. It runs in my family. My
Yeah. Yeah.
brother had it. Never got to the point of dialysis for anyone, but Mama Rock's out there.
Hey, Mama Rock, good to see you out there. I hope you're doing well this morning. For whoever may not realize, I'm doing a memorial, a dedication to Green Bay Wackies and my friend, Life with Laura Michels. She passed away yesterday. She was a creator here on YouTube, and I knew her for about six years. I don't know, how long have you known her, Dave?
Well, I knew her for years, but I didn't do, you did by far way more panels with her in private conversations and things like that. But I knew her for many years.
Okay, okay.
I mean, I would come up on your panel. Laura would be there.
See, she remembers me from the bushcrafting community when I first started YouTube, and that's where I met her was through that old community that I used to hang with. So yeah, that was good 6 years ago. But she passed away yesterday, so we're doing this remembrance, this memorial for our friend Life with Laura Michels. So, and I'm asking anyone that knew her if they want to come up on the panel and share their thoughts about her. If you knew her, you were a friend of hers. The door is open right now. I mean, here's this opportunity that you could come up and be a part of this video, a part of this live stream. And it will be kept on my channel forever. I mean, I don't take down any of my live streams, none of my videos. So if you want to be a part of this memorial, just let me know out in the chat. Say, Cab, hey, I want to come up and share my thoughts of how I remember Laura.
Every day,
The video that we're watching, this is a live stream I did back on March 20th, 2018. And it's Cab 7 starring Life with Laura Michels. And it was a series that I was doing called I Want to Hear Your Inspirational Stories. That's something that I used to do back in the day.
morning, I wasn't feeling well when I talked to you earlier.
Right.
And you know what? I decided, well, okay, I can do this. You know, there's somebody out there that needs me today.
That's right.
Just like, and so I'm willing to do it. I mean, it is what it is. I can't change it.
I'm going to say this again to you, but I really, really appreciate you coming up here and sharing your story and knowing that you're really not feeling the best today. And I said those words, you're a go-getter. And I see that, every time I see you in someone else's live stream or I see you in a video, it's like, that girl's pretty darn tough.
You have to be sometimes. You have to get thick-skinned, I call it.
That's right.
You know, did I wake up one morning wanting diabetes? No. Did somebody else wake up yesterday morning wanting cancer? No.
Right.
But you just have to get through it.
I want to say good morning to Joshua Coe out there. Dave, oh, you're a badass. Good night. Dave, if you're heading out, you have yourself a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us for a while. Okay, I appreciate the love and support.
One
Take care,
day at a
Dave.
time. If one day is too much, you take an hour at a time. If that's even too much, take a minute at a time. You go at your pace.
Right.
Nobody has the right to look down on you because you don't feel.
DJ, no, she never did. There were a couple donors that came in, but they did not work with her body. And so she was continually on that list up till the day she died. Yeah.
Good today. or you just don't have the energy. And a lot of that, I mean, there was a long time, because I've been on dialysis now 4.5 years. PD is what I started out with, and that's where surgeon takes a catheter that's really, really, really long,
Ew.
and he makes an incision in your tummy, and he puts one end through that and goes into the peritoneum, and everyone has one, and that's what was filtering my kidneys when I was doing peritoneal dialysis.
Right.
So you hook up and you fill your tummy up with a bag of solution, and it ranges from 2 liters to 2.5 liters to 3 liter bags for peritoneal dialysis.
Okay.
And so you put that into your body and you sit around. You're not allowed to drive. Well, you can drive, but you're not allowed to like drive a lawn tractor. You're
Right.
not allowed to go jogging, walking briskly. There's a ton of things that you cannot do while the solution's in your tummy.
Right.
So it's either 4 hours long, 5 hours long, or up to 6 hours several times a day that you have to do this, to cycle your kidneys manually. Well,
I'm looking at something right now, Laura.
sure.
Wow really says, seeing how much health issues you have, honey, and how strong you are, I'm going to quit smoking after this tobacco has gone. We need to look after our health as our bodies are our temple. Wow.
And
Wow.
that's very true. And you know what? I didn't think I could quit smoking because I was a smoker of 40 years, guys. I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I found out that I was dying, literally, when I walked into that nephrologist's office, I was literally dying. And those words came out of his mouth. And so he goes, you need to get doing dialysis. And within a week, I was no longer smoking. Because I used to be that person that cheated, that thought I was getting away with having a cigarette.
Right.
Yeah, no. Trust me. Yeah, that's a myth.
Okay, let me share something right now. Now, she's talking about cigarette smoking and the effects that it has on the body, especially with someone that is on dialysis every other day. Now, you notice that Dave and me are both smoking up on the panel, okay, while she's talking about this. But the thing about Laura, she accepted that in people. She knew that, that she couldn't smoke, okay? She was a former smoker. And the thing about Laura is that she got it. She understood. So when she was up on my panels, and there were many panels that she would come up, I would be smoking. She would never judge me on my smoking, ever. She was the type of person that said, you do with your body what you want to. I will do with my body what I want to. We both understood that in each other. And that's what made her so cool. She didn't judge people because of their addictions or their habits. That's just the way she was.
But when it was my body, my life, it's like, oh heck no. I'm done. I smoked my last cigarette, scrumped up the rest of them, threw them out the door, and you know what? I have not lifted a cigarette since.
That's awesome. That's all. But if you wouldn't have gotten that news, do you think you'd still be a smoker today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That cigarette. Oh, that's a mighty, mighty stronghold.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would definitely still be smoking. Sure, that or I'd be dead.
Yeah, and I'm in that same position, and who knows what the future is going to hold for me. And I've got the knowledge and all that, and I I kind of figured that something might come up because you quit smoking because of all of this. And here I've been smoking for 40 years, just like you did. I've been smoking for 40 years. And I see my sister with emphysema, and she smokes 1 pack a day. I smoke 3 packs a day. And I've been doing that for years. And people say, Ben, it's going to catch up to you. It's going to catch up.
Oh my goodness.
And it very well could. And it is a very tough habit to quit. I've quit everything else. Now, that was 2018 when I said that on this particular live stream. And it is catching up to me. Now I've got first stages of COPD. I use 2 inhalers every day. And I don't know why. I don't know why I continue to smoke. It's just it is such a powerful habit, a powerful addiction, excuse me. And trust me, I've heard everything from everyone over the years about me and my smoking, right? I've heard every conceivable story. I've heard every person say, Ben, I just love you. I want you to quit. I want you, I don't want you to die. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. And for some reason, I continue to smoke, even in the midst of this stream that we're doing right now. But once again, when it comes to Laura, she accepted that in everyone. It didn't matter what habit you had. She would never tell you, hey, you need to quit, or hey, that's bad for you, because she got it. She understood.
My son mentioned it to me tonight. Why don't you quit, Dad?
Exactly. Exactly.
Laura never gave me any grief about it either.
No, and she wasn't that type of person that would ever do that. And there are people out in the community that do tend to breathe down my neck. And sometimes it gets very frustrating, because you want to be as nice as you can to that person. Say, hey, listen, you just need to stop doing that, okay? Because the more you do that, the more it backs me into a corner, and I don't want to jump out at you one day and say, hey, this is it, we're done. So, accept in me my inadequacies. I will accept in you your inadequacies. If we can both agree upon that, this friendship will be awesome. Oh. But everything else in my life, it's the damn smoking that's probably the hardest thing to stop.
Drinking is easier to quit than
Much love,
smoking.
Herman. Yeah, and I did quit the drinking. I mean, it was tough, but I did it, But when I hear your story, when I've heard other people's stories about why they quit smoking, my dad had a heart attack. That made him quit smoking.
Yeah.
So DJ, I don't know how many donors are actually out there that have a kidney that that they can give up. We all got 2 of them, but I don't understand why the waiting list is so long either. I don't know how many people in the United States are actually on the list that need kidneys. I have no idea, and I have no idea what the numbers are of people that are willing to donate. I suppose there's a certain amount of red tape that people have to go through. Insurance companies, you know what I'm talking about? It just becomes a huge mess. And I'm sure there's a lot of lawsuits that happen throughout each year, of people that might have lost a loved one because of red tape, because of insurance, and other things. It's just, and it doesn't make it easy on the family that survives, right? While their loved one has passed on, they've got to live with everything that they just experienced, the loss of their loved one and the bull crap that they had to go through. So what a mess it could certainly be. Yes, you can live off of 1 kidney. That is exactly right. You're exactly right. Melissa Moran said, I fight the same addiction, Ben, I struggle with. Yeah, it puts a scare in you, because you don't want to. I can't speak for Dave, but let me take this opportunity now. Dave and me have both talked about that, hey, we need to quit smoking,
Oh, that's an
and
understatement.
yeah, and the thing is that we both continue to smoke because we know what an addiction it is and how it consumes us, right? And some people think that it's just an easy thing to get over. Well, it's not. It is one of the toughest addictions out there. But let me be honest with you. Have I been trying to quit? No. I will be
Nope, me
honest.
neither.
Okay. I have not tried to quit. If I was, I would let people know right up front that, hey, I'm trying to quit smoking. Now I got in trouble. Let me tell you, I did get in trouble from some people out in the community, and I will never do this again. And I said at the beginning of the new year, I said, I'm going to quit smoking. That was the stupidest thing to do. It was the dumbest thing to do. Some people were on board with me and they said, I'm going to quit with you, Cab. Well, after the new year started, some stuff happened in my life and I ended up smoking again. Okay. It was only a few days that I didn't have a cigarette. And the hate that came in, the hate from people going, oh, you're such a liar. You're so fake. How could you do that to people? Get their hopes up. And then all of a sudden you start smoking again. I couldn't believe that there were such people out there that would hate on me. But I even said in the live stream when I said I was going to quit, if I do fail at this, please do not judge me. I said that in the live stream. I still have that live stream up on my channel. But yet these people decided to come at me with hate. So I will never, ever again tell people I'm going to quit this. I'm just going to do it on my own. And if you notice that, hey, I'm not doing this anymore, ask me. I'll say, yeah, I gave it up. But I will never do a public announcement again. That was the stupidest, dumbest thing I could ever did. And boy, did it hurt. It hurt these people that hated on me. Like that now, you want to keep living. Did you want to say something, Dave?
I remember that when you were saying that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Probably what I might do though, Ben, I might just drift down to the chat for a
All
little
right.
bit.
All right. I get it.
I haven't slept. And I just this again, just life is precious, life is short,
That's right.
It's just another wake-up call to that. And I just have prayers in my heart for Laura's family. It's sad. That's all I can say.
Well, Dave, I appreciate you coming up on the panel.
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry
were-
it's not real long. I'm just kind of
No, I get it. I get it, brother. I totally get it. I'm just
wanna make
glad that you're a part of this video. You're a part of this live stream, and we can look back at this memory that we're creating right now.
Well, I appreciate you doing the live stream. Just
I had to, brother. I just had to.
To give Laura a memory. So
Exactly.
all right, brother. I'll catch up with you later.
All right. Much love, Dave. Life with Linda out in the chat. Good morning, my friend. Good to have you here. Herman, I have not had Coca-Cola in 8 weeks. No soda pop at all. None. And I suppose I've replaced it with cranberry juice and apple juice now. That's what I'm drinking in place of, and water, of course, in place of Coca-Cola.
Absolutely. I have a lot to live for.
We
all do.
Exactly. That's right. That's right.
And I mean, my life today, back in December, I got really ill. Because I used to be one of those people that said, I am never going on hemodialysis. I'd have to be dying before I did that.
Right.
And if you knew the difference between the two and you've seen it on a daily basis, you would all understand what I'm talking about. But I was one of those people that said, nope, you will never catch me on hemodialysis. Well, guess what? When you can't breathe and you're struggling for life and the doctors walk in and they tell you if you don't go on hemo, you're going to die, you will do just about anything.
That's right. That's right.
You know? So now my life is a whole lot different. Before, when I was doing dialysis, which is the PD, I had I could fill up and go get in my car and go shopping, go pay bills, go to the doctor. I had a freedom. With hemodialysis, not so much, because you have to take 3 days out of 5, 6. Because Sundays nobody does dialysis.
Okay.
Not even when you're in the hospital. They do not do dialysis on Sundays.
Right.
That's one day that they give the workers off. So out of 6 days, 3 of those days, you're in dialysis. And you're in there from anywhere from, it could be an hour and a half, 2 hours, which is the old timers, to up to 6 hours a day. That doesn't include travel time to and from the facility. So out of my week, where you guys all go to work, I go to dialysis is my job.
Right.
It's my job to go to dialysis to stay alive.
Well, now when you were on the other dialysis, that was every other day. Well, DJ, yeah, I've got a vape here, and I've kind of thought about that same thing about the what chemicals that I'm smoking with the vape, and so Backroads 82. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you're well. So I'm smoking pipe tobacco, which has less chemicals than cigarette tobacco, but that's no excuse. Okay, chemicals are chemicals, and I'm taking them into my body, but that's just something that I'm choosing. I choose to do that. I choose to do that, right? Because of my addiction. That addiction happens to come with chemicals. And so here I am, playing games with myself. Well, we're going to go with pipe tobacco because cigarette tobacco has more chemicals, right? So I play that game. Either way, it's just simply bad for me. It is. And I realize this. And Laura knew about, how I felt about this too. But she never judged me. She never, ever judged me because she's been there. She was a smoker, right? She was a former smoker herself. So she got it. She understood. Nudge, good to have you here. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I got a few vapes in the drawer next to my computer, but the nicotine and chemical lists seem higher percent. I agree. Wasn't it?
That was every day.
Oh, it's every day.
But like I said, you had the freedom to live your life.
Right.
I thought.
Right.
Now I have to figure out doctor's appointments are allowed on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sunday or Saturdays if their offices are open. Otherwise, I have to go to my doctor's appointments after 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the 3 days that I have dialysis.
Joshua Coe says, to be honest, Cabby, I came to the stream very angry about people finding certain things to be funny that I deal with. So thank you and Green Bay Wacky for a very warm welcome. Joshua, you know that you're always welcome here, brother, okay? And you won't be judged, not by us.
If they cannot fit me in on a Tuesday or Thursday, then I have to figure it out.
Right. Well, so you couldn't, as of right now, if you wanted to go on a weekend someplace, you really can't do that.
Oh, you can. So say I wanted, my dialysis days are Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So say the husband and I want to take a little mini trip and we want to be gone from Friday to say Monday. So I would go to dialysis. I would change my dialysis days only during this time, or if I'm leaving the state, I can try and find a dialysis center that will do my dialysis while I'm gone.
Okay.
Now, they do have home hemodialysis, and this is similar to the PD dialysis. PD dialysis, you did it every day in your home.
Right.
Or job, whatever the situation was. Well, with hemodialysis, once my fistula, which is covered up and it's on this arm,
Good
once that
morning,
matures, they
Tamara.
call it maturing, it means healing. Once that's done healing, then they can take, and it works. They know that it works. Then they can take this.
Oh no, is it true, Cat? Tamara, I don't know if you knew her or not, but if you're talking about Laura, she did pass away yesterday. Yes.
Catheter out of my neck. It's called an ASH, ASH catheter. And so that once my fistula is working, then they can take the ash cath out. Once they take the ash cath out,
Your dad was on
and
dialysis. Yes.
I get good at doing my own dialysis because you have to take classes. And once I get all that is good, then I can do hemodialysis at home.
Oh, okay.
You do it then every day, but at shorter intervals. So like right now I'm at 4 to 4.5 hours every other day of dialysis. So say I get to do it at home, then my team, because I have one, would figure out how many hours I needed to be on dialysis, hemo at home, to make sure that my kidneys get cleaned out on a regular basis. So say
Marga, if you were to know Laura, you would have never guessed that she needed a kidney transplant because she didn't let it consume her life, right? She wanted to live her life. She knew that she needed a transplant. She knew that she had to do dialysis every other day, right? And that was just the flow. That was just the flow. But she focused on positive things. She focused on her family, her friends, and the things that she enjoyed doing. And that's what made her so cool, right? So if you met her, it's like, damn, I didn't know that you're on dialysis. My goodness. I didn't know that you had congestive heart failure. Holy crap. Wow, you're a go-getter, lady. And she was. She sure was.
right now I'm doing it 4 hours.
That's
So
right,
once I
Herman.
get everything
Tomorrow's
gets
not
in
promised.
alignment, and I'm doing it at home, I might only have to be on the machine for an hour, 2 hours.
Now, is this machine
It's huge.
how does that how do you your dad didn't want a transplant? Well, with a lot of surgeries, surgery uh comes with a lot of pain right afterwards. And a lot of people think about the pain that comes afterwards. And sometimes it scares them. It's like, well, how long will I have this pain? Well, you'll probably have it for several weeks, or you might even have it for several months. And sometimes that puts enough scare into a person where they say, well, you know what? I think I'm going to pass on the surgery. I'll just take the medicines. I'll just take the medicines until I can't handle it anymore, and then we'll see what happens. Right. And don't think some people haven't actually lived that life and they die. Right. They choose not to have the surgery. It's a choice that people make, even though it might be against the wishes of the family and their friends. But you've got to respect the life of that person, whatever they want for themselves. All right. You can't make someone do something that they don't want to do. Yeah, Joshua, I got to tell you this much. Laura did not have a mean bone in her body. Not at all. She was a sweetheart, but she didn't put up with bullshit. And that's the truth. She did not put up with bullshit. And that's why I loved her so much. Because if I needed an honest opinion or an honest thought, I could go to Laura and she would tell me as it is. Okay. No sugar coated. When I needed an honest opinion or an honest feeling or thought, Laura was the girl to go to and she'd let you know. Sanitize that.
You have to keep it clean. So I have dogs. Dog dander, flies, dog hairs all over the place. So what I do is I cover it. So I would have to cover the machine. Like I was doing dialysis at nighttime.
Your dad's kidneys had cancer
I'm sorry,
in
for the
them.
life of me, I forgot.
He said that he knew what he wanted. Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's kind of like the person that signs that waiver, right? When they're in the hospital or they get a relative to sign it, what have you. What are your wishes? What do you want? Okay. We know that you have an illness right now and you may not survive. What do you want? And you sign that piece of paper and say, if I die during this operation, I don't want to be resuscitated. If I die at home after the surgery, I don't want to be resuscitated. That is my wish, right? And for a loved one, it's hard to see that or hear that. It's very tough. So respect the feelings and thoughts of that loved one. I would be the same way, I suppose. If I knew that, I was in a position where I've got 6 months to live. I don't want to be resuscitated in that 6 months. If I die 2 weeks into my 6 months, just let me die. That's my wish. Well, I did the same thing for my dad. You got to do what you got to do.
Not what it's called. But I was doing it at home or at nighttime when I was sleeping. So I had to, it was a machine and I had to keep it covered. Right. So you keep it sealed so that the dog dander, the cat, the dust, dirt, I mean, just in general, it keeps it sanitized so it doesn't get dirty. And then you clean it every day. Every time you use the machine, you have to clean it. You have to sanitize it.
Now, there's a hose that goes in and one that comes out, correct? Or no? In the machine.
But yeah, but see these two.
Okay, I'm going to move this video forward by quite a bit here. I mean, I could sit here and play the whole thing. It's got another hour to go, but I'm gonna push this forward quite a bit. Okay.
This something's not right, and you bring it up to your doctor, and they blow you off. Get a new doctor.
Right.
Because that's one of the things that happened with me, and I mean, it wasn't just my diabetes. It was the fact that my physician, when I confronted him about my numbers, he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It'll go back." Okay, yes, there are times when your kidney functions will fluctuate. Yes. There's going to be times when you go in and, oh, your numbers are this. Well, then when you go back 6 months from now, oh, well, they're back down to normal. That's normal. But with you, they're back down to normal. That's normal. But if you go and you get consecutive numbers that are declining and they're not bouncing back within a time frame that you know is acceptable, then in your
My youngest brother and I made a promise to our dad that we would take care of my mom. He knew he was going to pass away, and we are keeping that promise to him. And that's cool. That, that helps in the process, Tamara. That gives comfort, right, to him, in letting him know that, hey, mom will be taken care of, right? So you try to comfort your loved one as much as you can, right?
doctor's not going to do anything. That's when you have
Cute
to
kitty
be
kitty, welcome
your
back.
own
Welcome back.
advocate. No one's going to get out there and scream Ben's banner for Ben except for Ben.
Right.
Like no one's going to wave my banner but me. If I
Right.
notice that something's not right and nobody's willing to listen, then I just get louder.
Wow really said, have learned so much today being on this stream. Thank you, Cab7 and Laura Michels. Thank you for inspiring me to change my ways. Much love to you all. Take care and stay safe.
Thank
Wow. And that's the reason why I really enjoyed doing those live streams. I want to hear your inspirational story. And people would come up and tell their stories. And there were people that would listen to the people that would come up on my panels. They would listen to their stories and it would inspire them, right? It would inspire some people in the chat. It's like, yeah, I need to seriously step back, take inventory of my life, need to purge some bad things, right? I need to purge these bad things and bring some positivity to my life, bring some good stuff into my life. So, um, and this particular stream, Laura educated people about what she was going through as a diabetic, right? And she brought it across the table so perfectly. And she did inspire people that night. She sure did. My older brother is handicapped and can't help my younger brother. Between me and my youngest brother doesn't come around. So just me and my youngest brother are doing it all for my mom.
Wow. Much wow. Mwah. Glad.
Thank you all for being here and keep coming back, my friend. I appreciate you.
Yes, everyone needs to keep coming back to Ben's streams. He is an amazing man. He doesn't like to blow his own whistle, but I'll blow it for him. Because when you went offline, you broke my heart. I don't think I've ever felt so alone. From someone that I've never physically met before, but you do. You have you're positive, and you bring that to everybody that needs it, whether they know it or not. We all need people like you in our lives. You know, I have a fabulous husband. I have 2 great kids. My parents are now deceased and gone. I have some good sisters and brothers. I have some wonderful friends, both online through YouTube,
right,
and people that I've known my entire life. But you bring positivity, you bring smiles to people's faces that didn't think they needed one today. So thank you for that. And thank you for doing this live stream. I appreciate it. I mean, I know that, I can't get across to everybody, but the few that I can, and if I can help them in any way, that's what God put me on this.
Well, that's, and I wasn't going to turn this opportunity down because you're a wealth of information. I mean, you're living with something, and not everyone can say, hey, I'm living that, I need Joshua, that's fine. Listen, I've got people that write to me all the time on Twitter with stuff that's going on in their lives. I may not be able to help most people, but I try to be a good ear and try to give some positive advice at whatever I can give, right? So, sure, of course you can write. Kidney transplant. Not everyone you can say that, but um, I wanted to take advantage of that because you can educate people out there. You never know, that could hit someone one day that might be perfectly healthy, and one day. Raymond Doolin says, "Hi, Cab. My niece and sister is diabetic, and uh, pray. And my heart is breaking. My mom passed away last night, and I am so sad." What? Oh my good, Raymond. Raymond, mom passed away last night? Hold on a second, everyone. Hold on, hold on. Um, hold on a second. Uh, okay, I'm trying to find y'all. I don't know what happened to my stream. I can't find my stream. Okay, this ain't cool. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, there you are. Okay. Um, uh, okay, I, she, yes, she has got, oh, Raymond. Raymond, my condolences. Your mom was a sweetheart. I will never forget. Oh my goodness, I'll never forget the time that I had that chance to talk to her and you pointed the camera to her and I got to meet her for the first time. And she was such a sweetheart, your mom. Oh my goodness. Raymond, you were a godsend to your mom. Do you realize that? You were a godsend to her. You helped her out. You were there for her all the time, brother. But mom's going to a wonderful place now. She's going to one, and you'll be there one day too. Okay, you'll be there. Oh, bless your mom, bless her heart. She was such a wonderful person. Oh my goodness. So I've actually got a live stream where Raymond and his mom come up on my panel. Um, and this was quite some time ago, a few years back. I still have that. Oh, God bless her heart. Oh my goodness. This is this is not easy. This is not easy. Oof. Raymond, I don't know if you know this, but I'm doing this live stream dedication for Laura Michels, who was a longtime friend of mine here on YouTube. She passed away yesterday. And now you bring in the news that your mom passed away yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Amberlyn, good morning. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Oh, wow. I'm uh I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. Wow. Tomorrow's not promised. tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. I've said it in so many live streams, and life is so precious. Margaret said, oh my God, I feel so sad today. Guess everyone does now, and miss my mom even more now. Wow, I didn't expect this. I did not expect this. You know, the news about Laura took me by surprise a few hours ago when I checked my messages and I saw that she had passed away. And it's like, oh my God. And now Raymond comes in and tells me that his mom passed away, and I got to meet her, right? I got to meet her. She was on my panel, albeit that it was just a minute or so. She was on my panel. And, oh, what a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. And I could hear in the background a few times when Raymond would come up on my panels, and she'd be in the background saying some stuff to Raymond. Oh my goodness. I messaged Cabby, thank you. Even if all you do is read it to yourself, it still matters that you took the time. And I will, Joshua, I will. I read everyone's messages that come my way. And I always leave a comment back, always. Okay? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, people. Oh. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. Thank you. Her family would appreciate that. Guess what? They're on dialysis all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And they can come to you. They can, go back and watch this video. They can go and watch your videos because you've put out a lot of videos about it.
That's why I put out those videos of me getting hooked up to a hemodialysis machine. I couldn't do the PD because I'm not going to expose my personal body parts to the world.
Right.
You know, all anybody has to know with PD is that you have a tube sticking out of your belly, and you have to hook it up to another tube that is hooked up to a bag, and that's drained into your belly, and then you hook it back up and you drain it out 4 hours later or 6 hours later, however many hours you have to keep that stuff in your body. Right. That's all PD. That's what PD is.
I don't know if you know this, Warsaw, but I just lost 2 friends yesterday. The one that is being interviewed here, a longtime friend of mine, Life with Laura Michels, a YouTuber, creator. And then Raymond, who's in the chat right now, just lost his mom. She also passed away. So, and I knew her. What a sweetheart. So this has been a double whammy. It's been a double whammy on a lot of us, not just me. Wow. And then, of course, you add 9/11 into it, and the 3,000 plus people that perished on that day 20 years ago. Oh my goodness. That's a lot to have on your heart. A lot to have on your heart.
And it's repetitive. I was doing it 4 times a day.
Amen, Raymond.
4
Amen.
hours, 4 times a day, 4 different dialysis episodes I would have to do each and every day.
Wow.
Not just Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, or when it was convenient. But that's what, that's what it ended up being. And so, like I said, when my peritoneal dialysis stopped working and functioning and getting the body fluids out and the poisons and the toxins, I came very close to dying. And that's
I want to say good morning to my longtime friend, Crazy Chick Sheena. Good morning, girl. I hope you're doing well. Not one of those kind of live streams I like to do, right? Because it's one of those somber kind of live streams, right? But one's heart has to do something, right? Someone's got to say something, do something for the people that passed on. And I couldn't just sit by and not say anything. Laura meant a lot to me. She was a longtime friend. Raymond Doolin's mom, what a sweetheart. Oh my goodness. It's a tough day for a lot of us. California greenhorn fisherman, good morning. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. And I live in the Netherlands. The 9/11 really made an impression on me and Dutch people, says Marga. Wow. Yeah, the whole world saw that, didn't they, Marga? I think just about every country from around the world witnessed that particular day. It wasn't easy. We never get over the death of a loved one or a friend. We just never get over it. Never. Never. We carry it with us for the rest of our own lives. We take it to the grave with us, right? Amber Lynn said, I lost my mom in March of this year. She was also a diabetic and she was on dialysis every night. I miss her so much. I feel for anyone that has to go through that. I know she is in a better place. And you're exactly right, Amber. Mom's in a better place. Amen to that. She is in a better place, girl. And she can't wait until you get there. She can't wait until you get there. Anthony Bresley, good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well this morning. So there's only a few minutes left to this live stream, another 7 minutes. But what we're watching here is my longtime friend here on YouTube, Life with Laura Michels, and she's talking about her journey and what she was going through at the time and what she goes through every day of her life, or what she went through every day of her life just to make it to the next day. And a lot of us, we complain about our own lives, right? And we whine and stomp our feet and say, well, woe is me. Until you find someone out there that their life is much more of a struggle than your own. And you have to step back and look at yourself and go, you know what? I guess I'm pretty lucky. I guess I'm pretty lucky. Yeah, I wish I could play that, Raymond, but I'm on YouTube and I can't play that. I wish I could.
That's why I'm on the hemodialysis now. If I had it to do all over again, would I do it the same way? Yes, because it put in perspective the value that my life has, not just to me, but to other people.
That's right.
So,
Shalisa Shell just came into the room coincidentally.
hey, Shalisa, hi, sister. She's my Fatwoods queen.
I remember that. Hey, Shalisa, good to have you here. California greenhorn fisherman, welcome.
Yes, I'd like to welcome everybody.
You're exactly right. Toy maker Larry, you're exactly right. Sad day, enjoy every day because we are only here for a visit. That's all it is. That's all it is. Goes by pretty quick. I hope you're doing well there, Toy Maker Larry. Backroads 82 said, I lost another relative this week. For me, the best I can do is remember and reflect on the good times and be as positive as I can for myself and others going forward to enjoy what is left. You're exactly right, Backroads. You're exactly right. Maybe you could become the strength for those people that aren't as strong as you within the family and the friends, right? You can be that inspiration. And I'm sorry for your loss, my friend. And Amberlynn, I'm sorry that you lost your mom.
That showed up. And I hope that, that I was able to help somebody else out. So.
I'm sure you have. I mean, there morning, there were people that can relate to you. I could see the conversation. Always good to see you out there. Hope you're doing well this morning, kids. What you were going through, knowing other people that are actually living through it as well.
Mm-hmm.
People with the diabetes. I mean, there's a couple of people here that live with diabetes. So, yeah, I'm glad that I did have this live stream, and I would have never thought of the idea, Laura, of bringing you up and talking about this. So I'm glad that you brought the idea up.
I'm glad I did too. And I figured, other than Shalisa's live streams I've been on, her and I've done a few live streams together, but it's not been something like this. It's been, FWA, my Fatwood Anonymous, my Fatwood sister, Fatwood brothers even, so it was a different, and so, and I liked this. This is good too.
Yeah.
If I, like I said, if I can get some information to anybody, if somebody wants to be a living donor for somebody else, that's wonderful. All you have to do is contact, your kidney foundation. Each state has one. Just contact them. Tell them, you want to get on a database so that you're available if, somebody needed blood transfusion or somebody, that's another thing. Be a blood donor. People need it all the time. So, just that.
I'm an organ donor when my day comes, whatever they can use from me. And my mom did it, my dad did it. It's the right thing to do. That's just
it is.
So you never know whose life that you might be improving a little bit.
That's right.
Life that you might save.
Mm-hmm. Every life is worth saving, they say. I
became a donor myself a few years back, and I kind of struggled with that thought. It's like, wow, should I do this or shouldn't I? And it was when my mom passed away. My mom was diabetic, and she died of diabetes complications. And she was a donor, and they were actually able to use one of her eyes. One of her eyes, she donated. And it was that, right? It was that, hold on a second. Hold on, let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh. It. Shit. Sorry about that, people. I'm having problems with this damn camera. Hold on a second. Let me bring it down here. Oh, God. Sorry about that. Now I gotta remember the camera isn't up here. It's down here, so I gotta look over here now. So if you see me keep looking up there, don't pay me any mind, okay? Oh, so I'm doing. Um, okay. I lost my train of thought. I'm just gonna keep playing this video. uh, have to get the day started now and gonna run. Have a good day, everyone. Backroads 82. Hey, you have yourself a fine Saturday, okay? Thanks for hanging out with us a little bit this morning. You take care, okay?
Okay.
I agree with that. I agree. Definitely.
Mhm.
Well, listen, we've talked for looks like 2 hours.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that went by quick.
It did.
But I just wanted to ask if there's anyone out in the chat. There's 9 people watching right now. If you have any questions for Laura Michel, feel free to ask now. If not, there's a link in the bottom of this live stream in the description. And Lulu Love You has put out the link also in the chat. Most of us know Laura Michels, but if you don't, there is a link in the chat, and for sure one that will be in this description of this live stream. Did you want to say anything else there, Laura?
No, just thank you, Ben, for this opportunity, and we need to do it again.
Most definitely, most definitely.
And if anybody has any questions, just please, send me a PM. I'm always available.
Most definitely. And you know that was another. I'm gonna stop that video now. That was another thing about Laura. She always um, left herself open for people to give her a call, to contact her through social media. It's like, hey, call me. If you got a problem, call me. Right. And I'll try to be a good ear for you. And if I can give you any um, if I can give you any help or assistance, I'll do the best I can. She was always that way. She always wanted to help people. We took a big loss when she passed away yesterday. We took a big loss because our world certainly needs a lot more Laura Michels, and that's for damn sure. Listen, I'm going to play one more video. I played it toward the beginning of this live stream, but the video I'm about to show you is how I am going to remember my longtime friend, Laura Michels. So if you give me just a second, check out this video. And this is when she first started her channel back in 2017.
Hi, everybody. My name's Laura. I live in the great state of Michigan, a little town of Langsburg. I just wanted to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me. I am a mother of two. My children are grown. I have a wonderful husband. I have two fur babies. Ozzy is a Mastiff. Lakota is a German Rottie. Love them all very much. I enjoy camping. A little hiking. I don't do a lot of it only because I do peritoneal dialysis. I'm in end stage renal failure. Hopefully, I'm on the transplant list, but nothing's come totally through yet. A few things. Few people tried and failed, so. But that's okay. You know what? I take it as it comes. Life is good no matter how sick or how healthy you are. You have to take each and every day as it could be your last. So, I don't cry about it. Um, it is what it is. So, now on to much more fun things. Um, when I was younger and healthier, oh my gosh, used to go on ATVs, just all kinds of things. But now, um, go out to the lake, like to go swimming. I can't swim right now, but used to like to go swimming. Oh, love to go horseback riding, but if I'm full of dialysis solution, I can't do much of anything but sit. So that's why I decided to try YouTubing. So, if you like what you've seen so far, I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews on some flashlights and a tent that I bought and a cot. So stay tuned for those. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love positive people. And if you have to leave something negative, that's okay. I'm a big girl. I got broad shoulders. So
Yeah.
let me know what you think. All right. Well, everyone have a wonderful weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Bye.
And that's how I'll remember my friend. Life with Laura Michels. I want to thank everyone for participating in this stream. Today's 9/11. More than 3,000 people perished on this day 20 years ago. And for all those families that are survivors of those that lost their lives, keep them in your prayers and thoughts. Keep Life with Laura Michels' family in your prayers and thoughts, as well as Raymond Doolin, him and his family. He lost his mom last night. It's a tough day today. It's not an easy one, but we're going to make it through. Good morning, Boomer. Rosanna, good morning. Hey, Laura. I know you watched this whole live stream. How did I do? Did I do okay? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.